Our group was chosen to show you how to run an independent samples t-test using SPSS. The independent t-test compares the means of two samples, which are normally from randomly assigned groups. The two groups being compared should be independent of each other, meaning that one group is unrelated to the other. The independent t-test requires two variables, one being the grouping variable, which represents the value of the independent variable, which should have two distinct values. The second variable represents the dependent variable. In order to conduct this test, we will need to open up our data set. For our test, we will be comparing gender, which is our independent or grouping variable, and the GPAs from the first year of graduate school, which is our dependent variable. First, we will need to label our values by clicking on the Values cell for gender. We will use value 1 for our male label and value 2 for our female label. Next, we will need to create labels for our first year GPA by clicking in the Values cell, just like we did for gender. For value 1, the label will be GPA of 3.5 to 4.0. Value 2 will be GPA of 3.0 to 3.5. Value 3 will be GPA from 2.5 to 3.0. Value 4 will be GPA of 2.0 to 2.5, and value 5 will be GPA of 1.5 to 2.0. To run the test, we will need to click on Analyze, then select Independent Samples t-test to bring up the main dialog box. You'll then transfer the dependent variable into the test variable box. For our example, we'll be using first year GPA. Next, transfer the independent variable into the grouping variable section. For our example, we'll be using gender. After that, you'll need to click Define Groups and enter the values of the two levels of the independent variable. Remember, ours was 1 for male and 2 for female. Click Continue, then click OK to run analysis.